Touring on the road with Christafari is such a challenge. As I mentioned before, we didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Another huge challenge is reading the Bible. How many of us confess that it's tough to find time to read the Bible on the road, but we have to do it. One of the lyrics in Try Jah Love is, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is go to the scriptures. But it's a challenge to do that when you only got 2 hours of sleep. It's also a challenge to find time to shower, but you got to do that because you sweat the whole night long, right? And another thing that is a really big challenge whenever we travel internationally is finding the right place to go number, you know what I mean, to do what your body was meant to do. So in this segment, I want to talk about the creative ways that the band members of Christafari relate to each other that, hey, I'm going to go in the other room and, well, did I show you what the bathrooms are like in Brazil? Let me show you now. You see, in Brazil, they have no separation facilities, so you're not supposed to flush the toilet paper down the toilet. You're supposed to put it in the trash can. Hits the sign. It's inevitable that when you're on the road, that from time to time you have to go. Poop. That's Jen's favorite word. She loves to say. Poop. Some of you are going to be very offended by this because we talk about poop. But let's face it, we all poop. In fact, God created us so that we could poop. And it's a very good thing. And if you don't, poop, then you're going to have some serious problems in your life. So what I want to talk about is other creative words besides poop that you can use when you have to. So we'll start over here. What do you got for me?
Laying cable.
Matt Murdock, laying cable, and?
Growing a tail.
Ooh, okay. Now some of you don't even write that you're offended by this because we all grow a tail from time to time. Avion.
Tutu.
That is the Trinidadian way to say it. What do you got for me, bro?
Dropping the kids off at the pool.
Ooh, dropping the kids off at the pool. And?
That's doo-doo, baby.
Doo-doo. What do you got, man?
Taking a dump.
I don't say that.
What do you say?
Number 2.
Who does number 2 work for?
MBBGs.
MBBGs. What does that mean?
Mud butt bubble gut.
The mud butt bubble gut. And that is something that we all try to avoid. And lastly, Jabby, for the 10th or 11th description, what is it?
Sending a fax.
Sending a fax. You had another one earlier.
Steaming Francis. Dropping bass.
Corn-eyed brown trout. And taking the Browns to the Super Bowl. That is how Christafari goes number 2. I know you're offended, but let's face it, sometime in the next 24 hours, you too will lay some cable. I apologize if I offended anyone. I didn't mean to with our bathroom humor. All fun and jokes aside, I find it interesting in our culture that there's certain things that we just don't talk about. And one of them is number 2. Another thing that we don't talk about a lot is our spiritual walk. What it's really like. And whether we're really walking it. How often do you ask your friend, hey, did you read your Bible today? What was your prayer time like? So while you may not feel comfortable talking about bathroom humor or what goes on behind closed doors, you should challenge each other to grow spiritually every single day. So encourage one another, spur one another along in love, and ask your friend, did you read the Bible today?